Hello there. It is I, Jarrett, as we are embarking on yet another 30 minutes at a time Taglocke. That is, of course, randomized. So, I don't know if my timer's supposed to start like right here. I don't remember. I don't. I started the first one, right? I think I did, but I think it probably does start now. So before I click A right here, so we'll put the timer on. If I lose a little bit of time just because of this, so be it, right? It's part of the game though, so I think this makes sense. I am on 200% speed, just so that you know. And there is something new about this one, but I wouldn't want to spoil anything new beyond. Obviously, you can tell it's a new game, of course, but uh, I mean I think the naming convention we don't we don't need to stray away from too much. We are 30 minutes because that's how we do things around here. I'm that 30 minutes, yeah, for sure. But yes, as you see, we are into foraying into Hoenn. Which these are good games. Can't complain about or ask good games. So never sad to be here, right? I also did not read, so you know how it is, the usual. I skip through the text. I don't read shit, so I assume that I know what's going on, and then I get surprised when I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going. But I did see there we're supposed to go right next door. I did see the highlighted text, so I'm not skipping that text currently, but I do thankfully because I'm starting get the honor of picking our starter, which I haven't done since the first one, right? Since we've now done three, and it was a 3-person thing, so I get to start us on the right foot. Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing back then. I forget if the stats bear out that we've gotten like better at this in the sense that like we've had less deaths, or if we're getting worse, or it's just like there's no obviously small sample size, so hard to really get anything conclusive. But I'd like to think we're getting better. At least like the one thing I know 100% we've gotten better at is we do not have anything die to grinding. And okay, as you could see, we could see our options as a starters, and there's one easy choice that I'm not even gonna think about this. Time is of the essence. Oh, what the? Oh my. Yeah, I can see why he was scared. The professor, that is, right? Yeah. Magus Elements is scary. I can understand that. So it needed our help. I completely understand. But now we have to think of a name. And of course, I need to be on top of the dock. I will make sure I check off that while we are doing things. So we received Tornadus, more like. Well, with that method, my first my first thought. Oh God. So I call that um it's the Kingsicle or Noah method. Um, you know it's whatever Pokemon you catch. Pokemon name more like this. Obviously he is the one that started that. So my head went to Tornadus. So you know I'm embracing. It'll make me go faster as well, not dwelling on the nicknames, but I do want to go to the options real quick. Put fast text. I'm tempted to do set, but I will resist for now. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but I think this early on we can just we can chill for a bit here. Which I do need to reorder these moves, right, for Tornadus, because I do not want Tailwind in the front slot, that's for sure. And also, we should take a look at Tornadus. I should give proper respect over here. So I mean, it is Regenerator in this form, right? That's the only. Oh my! I didn't notice that we got boosted XP earlier. That's That's funny. We're a neutral nature. We're docile. But like Tornadus just has good stats all around. So honestly, neutral is probably not bad on Tornadus specifically, right? Like I didn't talk to the kid. I don't remember if they give me anything, but just in case, I'll talk to this kid too. Yeah. So we literally got a great Mon plus a good item on it. I don't know that we could have a better start, right? Like this is insane. You know what? Fuck it. Let's take advantage of said lucky egg. Also, we do not need swagger. We're not clicking that shit. But yeah, so we can heal up, and then I believe before we get Pokeballs, we fight May. So I feel like none of these people actually give you anything. But I had to check just in case. I'm not great at knowing who gives you what in most games, right? Yeah, okay, they only give you potions, right? Yeah, so because you can't catch Pokemon yet, so let's go. Also, being over leveled in this is not a. In my mind, I mean, Michael might kill me hearing this. It's not a bad thing, because like the challenge of this format, right? The 30-minute Taglocke is just getting through the game, because like you just don't have all the information when you're playing, and that's part of the challenge here. Is that the way we randomize it normally with the moves that are uh, that the trainers could have. Also, so if we lose, it doesn't matter. Actually, is also a fun part of this fight. Uh, is that basically? Yeah, I'm assuming Uproar probably kills from here, or not kills in one, but two is the reality. But in any case, basically, yeah, what I was saying about the over leveling is not necessarily bad in this. Like, it makes the game easier, but if I've learned anything from our 3 times we've now done this, I can't trust anybody else but myself. Actually, no, that's not even true. I scratch that. I can't trust anybody, including myself, is the real answer. Because there's just always some part of the game. It seems to usually be in the early game, for whatever reason. I like the first half of the game. I just get blown back. It is inevitable. It appears. So I think I'm super solid in the second half because then I'm usually like I feel bad and I start training everything right, and so I make sure we're all always leveled up when even when we lose mons, right? Which that's usually the hardest part of this is that uh, when the other people I play with are more hesitant to just take the time to grind up our team, whereas I am not. Like I will do that if I think it's right for us in a heartbeat. So I think that also this is our encounter once we run into it. If we do, okay. No, we get the tutorial first. I don't know if I can sneak very well on this. Like, I don't think I can. So, it doesn't matter. Alright, we have Solosis, which I don't think we could hit with anything. So, hopefully 10 balls is enough. Perfect. Alright. So we have Solosis. More like... I mean, it's just... It's just a fetus. So we do now have fetus, the Solosis, which is overcoat, and bold-natured. So I will move the lucky egg over to fetus because we can switch train it. As long as it doesn't get pursuit trapped, right? The tale as old as time. I think I do wanna... Should probably buy stuff first. I think we can just have 5 for long term. Like those are things that I always don't mind having plenty of. I don't think this person does anything for us, no, but just in case. So I do want to level up fetus a little bit here. But what we saw here actually, the most of it isn't giving much experience, so maybe I should be going to the other area instead. To up north. Oh no, we have another encounter to get. What am I talking about? And yes, as always, I'm not paying for Spotify Premium. Baby, you know, who's surprised here, right? Nobody. If you are watching this, and if you've watched any other video that is on my channel of late, of like the last I guess what 6 months by now? I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm dumb. I was treating it like it was the same, but we got 101. Now here's 103. Cryogonal. Nice. So we have more balls this time around. I kind of want to click Gust if we don't like catch it on early Pokeball, but I just don't know how much damage. Because like I'm afraid Astonish is gonna kill, but I don't think it would. But I'm thinking Gust will do less, even though it's stab and thus stronger. Because I do think that its SpDef is like it's so much higher that I'm assuming I kind of have to do that. But also the other option is to switch out to Fetus and Sidewave. But now, or at least it was. Now I can't, right? So I will say that I'm willing to try a Gust. I hope it doesn't kill, but if it does, it's. I threw a couple balls. I think that's enough to say, hey, it's probably not just gonna catch it. All right, perfect. Yeah, so a crit would have been close if we're being honest here. So I'll Pokeball and then I'm gonna potion up next turn if it doesn't catch, which it didn't, because I am not risking Tornadus dying. No shot in hell. Not to a wild Pokemon at least, right? Like I'm sure I'll kill it to a trainer, but I'll be damned if it's to a wild Pokemon, especially one that we're trying to get to join the team. So there we go. We got Cryogonal. So this is a Cryogonal, more like. I don't really want to name it Snowflake. I just did Fetus like that. I guess I'll make the joke. I'll name it Liberal because like a liberal snowflake. Ha ha ha. That's a funny joke, right? And let's see where we're at. So obviously it's a Levitate. Oh, it's Jolly Natured, which is unfortunate. But for right now, it only has physical moves anyway, so I guess for now it doesn't particularly matter too much, but that is fine. And then now we will go get another encounter, because we can get encounters galore to start the game. Muck. That's lame. We do have Antidote though, right? So this one I'm willing to Astonish. I don't think it'll kill. Yeah. I'm gonna go for one more because I don't think a crit quite kills. Okay, a crit definitely would have killed. So my eyeballing that shit was so wrong. So but better to be lucky than good. Is what I would say. I'll throw one more ball before I feel like I either have to heal or switch out, because we are Regenerator, so we can't always just do that for a quick heal. But I don't have any other like moves that are gonna help me catch this, right? Like Haze and Mist aren't gonna do a whole lot. So also I don't think I've seen an attacking move yet. It's just poison gassing me, which I don't appreciate if I'm being honest, but I just want to get the switch going. Yeah, it hasn't used an attacking move yet, so I don't know that it has one. But we only have so many balls, so we do need to. Alright, there we go. Perfect. I mean, this one I think is. I will not make the easy come joke. Instead, I don't care that it's female. That's not gonna stop me. This is Ivan Ooze. Ball knowers know. And let's see what's going on. So it did. Oh, it had mud slap, so it literally couldn't hit us. I see. And we also threw in a levitate mon, so it literally couldn't do anything. Also, we're timid and stench. I mean, we're faster version of this, right? So maybe we'll flinch something. I don't know. But yeah, that's our Route 102 and a Pomeg Berry. Yeah. So obviously we got to heal, but 3 for 3 on encounters is very good start, right? Except the levels are very low, but that actually doesn't really matter that much because we literally got a lucky egg. So we were, as the name implies, quite lucky. So I will just go in here and fuck me, dude. If this has pursuit, I can't do anything about it. Like, it's just... I don't want to train here anymore. Oh my, and also I did this trigger. I don't understand why sand attack is allowed to hit flying types. Not that it mattered in this, but like... Oh, we got reflect. Nice. Alright, I don't want to go here anymore. I don't know that it gets pursuit that early, but... Scary nonetheless. Oh, wow. This should be a lot of experience for Fetus. So yeah, I don't want to move forward until I can use more than just Tornadus. Like that feels like a obvious thing to do. I do know Latias's moveset, absolute dog shit. So I don't have to be worried about it doing anything threatening. Maybe I should have stayed in Fetus then, but I mean this is faster and realistically this is probably a better way to do it. It's just switch train all of them and not worry too much. Like I like playing risky early for no reason other than being impatient. It's never been my style. So I'm perfectly content with switch training with a lucky egg. Like, come on. I'm gonna get Fetus up to maybe 9. Like now that I'm higher level, I kind of want to stay in under Sidewave and see if I can just get this done by myself. Alright. We trade Sidewaves. Oh my, sure. But yeah, we are now level 9, so we can move this over to, well, we'll do Ivanhoe's just because it's lower level. And we'll just do the same thing and hope that we run into more of the Latias. Because it literally only seems to have Sidewave, and obviously it gives a lot of experience, so I think this is quite a good place to train. I don't know if I don't think Astonish. I guess it's level 2, so maybe it does. Right, kinda. I should think it does. Which, yes, Tornadus is going to be the higher level than everything else. That's just the nature of how it is with these levels. We literally can't hit the Lottie as well with this, so I could probably attack it with Liberal, but Ivanhoe's literally can't hit it other than hoping it doesn't go for Safeguard and then poison gassing it, for which then that will take forever. So on this I could try to mud slap it down. Alright, I've decided that'll take too long. And it's rolling out, so we'll just tank the rollout and kill it. So I'd like to say that we're off to a good start. And I'm just securing that it is going to be in a good spot for when I pass this. But we do need to run into the lotties to get meaningful experience at this point, since they are very low level. Alright, that actually didn't. So we were able to beat the level 2 one earlier with one Astonish, but did not this time, so that's interesting. But thankfully, Latios seems to be very common, so we get to take full advantage, thankfully. Also, they're going to be calling this the most Jarrett episode 1 of Taglocke ever, as I literally am dedicating time to grinding as quickly as I possibly can. But you know, I want our mods to be usable, so I think it's worth it. And I will not take that as any offense to me, because I'm setting us up for success. I really keep clicking these moves expecting it to do more to this Venipede, and it really just doesn't every time. Well, I'm wasting time attacking with the Mons that clearly need to be switch trained and not attack themselves. But that's fine. Let me go heal real quick. Since we're winding down, obviously we're not going any further. We're just getting the levels and then passing it on, as I like to do. Anyway, this is I don't lose bonds this way, because if I'm up to my own devices, I'm out here killing our mons left and right in the early game. So maybe it's better that I don't fight any trainers. I can let someone else deal with any potential giant threats incoming. Unfortunately, we've stopped running into Latios, so that is slowing us down a little bit here. Man, come on, Lottie. Why are we hiding? Liberal just wants to ice shard you a couple times. I hope it's I assume it's a 2-hit KO, but I guess that's maybe not a fair assumption. Maybe it's a 3-hit KO. Nope. Kevin, not right now. Thank you, Lottie. Let's find out how much ice shard actually does. Okay, well we crit, so I mean it was gonna be for sure a 2-hit KO then at least, if not 1 KO. But dude, that was so much experience. Like you could see how much of a difference it makes facing off against the Latios instead. Obviously, and not switching helps, but it's just it makes quite the difference. And You know, that's what I would like to. I guess maybe if I want one more mon, then make sure that I'm pointing. No, pointing the next one. Almost slipped up there. Pointing our journey in the right direction, right? That's if we're just hanging out in the grass here. I don't want to cause any confusion for the next person, which I do not want to spoil. So we are here, and thus I will save, but more importantly, the save that matters is I will save state, and since my time is up, I will say thank you for watching, pass it on, and I'll see you next time.